हेलो एवरीवन, आप सभी का फिर से एक बार स्वागत है मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल में जिसका नाम है कॉमर्स ट्रेजर। सो टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट द क्वेश्चंस which were asked for 2020 KSET paper which was yesterday. So without wasting much time, let's start with the questions which are given yesterday. So the first question was, A does 4/5 of the work in 20 days. He then calls B and they together finish the remaining work in 3 days. How long B alone would take to do the whole work? So this is on time and work. So just understand the logic. First convert the whole work into 1 day work and then you can easily solve the answer for B alone. How many days he can do the work? They say that 4/5 of the work can be done in 20 days. So one full work can be done in how many days? So if you cross multiply this, you will get that one full work can be done by A in 25 days, right? And in the same way the remaining work, now 4/5 of the work has been done. So how much work remains? Out of 1, if you remove 4/5, you remain with 1/5 of the work. So if 1/5 of the work is done by A and B together in 3 days, so the whole one work is going to be done in, again if you cross multiply, you will get as 15 days, right? So this is what A and B can do together, the whole work in 15 days, and A alone can do it in 25 days. So now B alone can do it in how many days? So very simple formula. So if you have to find the work of B alone in how many days he can do, you have to use the formula A plus B minus A, that is A plus B together they do the work in 15 days. If we convert it, it becomes 1/15 of work every day they are going to do, and A alone can do it in 25 days. So if we convert it for 1 day work, so he does 1/25 of the work. So if you do the LCM of this 15 and 25, you can take 375 as the LCM, and 15 and 25 if you are going to multiply, you get 25 minus 15. So your answer is going to be 10 divided by 375. So again when you convert it into number of days, you are going to get as 375 divided by 10, that is 37.5 or 37.5 days they are going to complete the whole work. Hope you are understanding this logic. So the next question was on number series. This is also a very simple question. 125, 375, 377, 1131, 1133. So if you see, the logic is 125 into 3, that is going to be 375, and 375 plus 2 is going to be 377, and again 377 into 3 is going to be 1131, 1131 plus 2 is going to be 1133, and in the same way 1133 into 3 you are going to get 3399. So this is going to be the right answer, 3399. The next question is on coding and decoding of the words. So when you add 1 to R, it becomes S. When you add 2 to E, it becomes G. When you add 3 to J, it becomes M. So this is nothing but it is a series of +1 alphabet letters, +2 alphabet letters, +3 alphabet letters, and it goes on continuing, right? So in the same way, M plus 1 is going to be N. All of the options are starting with N. E plus 2, F, G, again same. C, D, E, F. So plus 3, you have 2 options. Then H plus 4, I, J, K, L. So your right answer is going to be option number B. Now the next question is an interesting one. So here what you have to do is, if you have to apply a shortcut method, just use the options which are given in the question and you can easily find out the answer for this question. This is on speed. So you know the basic formula of speed. Speed is equal to distance divided by time. This is the basic formula which we use for speed. Now what you can do is, you have to find out that they say that if a boy walks from his house at 4 km/h and he reaches the school 10 minutes early, if he walks at 3 km/h speed, he reaches 10 minutes late. So the difference between both the speed is going to be 10 and 10, 20 minutes. 20 minutes is the difference between 4 km/h and 3 km/h. So what is the distance from school to house? So this is what they are trying to ask you. So what we can do is, directly we can see the options. So take the option which is in between. So 6 is too big and 3 is too small, so we can start with either 4 or 5. Now if we take 4 as an option, so 4 kilometers we are going to cover. So what your formula says, that if he walks at 4 km per hour, so 4 kilometers he covers in 60 minutes, 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, then in how many minutes he is going to cover 4 km? Same. So this is his speed, 4 km per hour, so 4 km in 60 minutes. Now 4 km he has to cover, so in 60 minutes he can easily cover that particular distance. In the same way, if we take the second thing, that is 3 km per hour, so 3 kilometers in 60 minutes he is going to cover. In the same way, he has to cover now 4 kilometers. So for 4 kilometers, how much he has to take? So 6 4s are 24, 240 divided by 3, he takes 80 minutes. So what we wanted a difference of 20 minutes, right? So 60 and 80, there is a difference of 20 minutes. So 70 minutes is what he takes. If he goes at 4 km, he takes 60 minutes, that is 10 minutes early. If he goes at 3 km per hour, he takes 10 minutes extra, that is 80 minutes. So right answer is going to be option number 4, that is 4 km. The next question was, if A's money to B's money is 4:5. So they have given you the ratio, that is A is to B, the ratio is 4:5, and again they say that the ratio between B's money and C's money, that is B is to C, the ratio between Mr. B and Mr. C, it is 2:3. So you have to find out what is the total amount if A is getting 800. So now you have to equate, or you have to find out the ratio between A, B and C, right? What is going to be the ratio between A is to B is to C? So a very simple way what we do is, you have to see that both the B has to be same values. So we can multiply this 5 or the whole equation into 2 and this equation into 5, right? So 2 into 5 and 2 into 5 into 2. So these are going to give you the same value. So now if you multiply 2 into 4, you are going to get 8 over here, right? Then 5 2s are 10 for B. Again 2 into 5, 10, which is exactly equal, and 5 into 3 is equal to 15. Now you got the relation between, or ratio between A, B and C, right? So when A's ratio is 8, he gets rupees 800. So what is going to be the total ratio? So 15 plus 10, 25, 25 plus 8 is equal to 33, right? So you have to find out the value for 33. So for 8 ratio, the value is 800, right? Simple logic. For 33, the value is going to be 3300. Simple. For 8 it is 800, for 33 it is going to be 3300. So all the 5 questions were easy. Now the next was your data interpretation, which was also a easier one compared to the previous papers. So here they have given you the different stages of breast cancer diagnosis, that is stage 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and distribution of this in USA. The total of this column is always equal to 100 as it is percentage, and same the total of this is also going to be equal to 100%, and this is distribution in India. And the total number of cancer in female in 2012 in India is the value which is given to you. Now the question number 1 which was given is, what percentage of breast cancer cases in India present with stage 3 and 4 disease? So directly go to the table and see stage 3 and 4 in India. So this is 52 plus 24. So if you add 52 and 24, 4 plus 2 6, 5 plus 2 7. So the answer is going to be 76%. As simple as that. The second question was, what is the ratio of number of patients who present with stage 3 and 4 disease in USA to the total number of patients presenting with stage 0, 1 and 2 disease? So go to USA. Now when you see in USA, stage 3 and 4, stage 3 and 4 is 6 plus 4 10, and remaining it is going to be 90, because the total is 100 minus stage 3 and 4 is 10. So your ratios, how you have to compute, the ratio is going to be 10:90. So if you simplify 10:90, the option which you are going to get is 1:9. So your right answer is going to be 1:9. The next question was, if breast cancer constitutes 27% of all cancer cases female in India in 2012. What is the number of breast cancer cases to the nearest round figure? So again, see the table they have given you, that the total number of cancer patients in female in India is 5,37,452. So you have to find out what is the 27% of the value, which is, so 5,37,452 into, you have to find out what is the 27% of this. So there are two ways. One, you can go with 20%, you can compute, and then you can compute plus 7%, or you can also go with 30% minus 3%. So 20%, 10% is going to be 53,745.2. This is 10%, and 10% when you add, and 7% is nothing but 5375.4.52, right? So 1% is 5374.52, 10% is 53745.2. So 53745.2 plus again 53745.2 plus 5374.52 into 7. So when you add all these things, you are going to get nearby value of 1,45,112. Next question is also very simple. What is the number of breast cancer patients in India with stage 1 disease in 2012 considering the given data? So whatever data they have given in question number 8, you have to consider that data, and you have to find out what out of this 1,45,112, how much percent are in stage 1. So just see the table. In stage 1, how many persons are there? In stage 1 in India, only 1% of the female are there. So you have to find out now the value of 1% of 1,45,112. So 1% is nothing but, just divide last two digits, if you remove, 1451. So option number 1 was the right answer for this question. The next question is, which is the ratio of the number of patients who present with stage 0, 1 and 2 disease in India to number of patients presenting with stage 3 and 4 disease? So stage 0, 1 and 2. So 0, 1 and 2 is nothing but, if you add all this, you are going to get 24, and this two remaining are going to be how much? 76. So you have to find out the ratio between 24 and 76. So again, simple logic of dividing. So when you divide 24 divided by 76, so what are you going to get? 2 12s are 24 and 2 38s are 76. Again it goes with 2 6s are 12 and 2 19s are 38, right? So now you remain with 6 and 19. So you have to find out the value of 19 divided by 6. So it does not goes with 6. So we'll make it as 60. So your answer is going to be 0 point. Now 19 3s are 19 into 3, it is 57, right? So when you deduct 57 from this, you get 3. Now we have 3 options with this. So you have to go with the next one. Again we'll put 0. 19 1s are 19. So the nearest option is 0.31. So this was the answer for this question. So hope you are clear with the data interpretation 5 questions and the remaining 5 questions which were there for solving. In the next video, I'll bring you the remaining question. So if you like the video, please hit the like button and share it with your friends, and subscribe my channel if you haven't subscribed my channel yet. And thank you for watching the video.